10 Things Candidates Hate About Recruiters, Part 1. The replies I received for my previous video, 10 Things Recruiters Hate About Candidates, inspired me to write about the people in the other team, the candidates who have their likes and dislikes also. I must admit I have been a candidate too at some point, and I know how all the items below feel. So, here they are. 1. Never confirming that the CV was received. This is really unpleasant. You can't be sure if the CV arrived anywhere or if it was sent into the abyss. Should I send it again? Should I try to find other means of communication? And this when you really want a job, driving you crazy, right? Well, dear recruiters, I must admit this is annoying. The solution: set autoresponder emails for your mailboxes or use automatic job portals to receive CVs. They will confirm the candidate that even if they don't get a call, at least they did their best to send the CV on time and to the correct recipient. 2. Lacking experience. This is often translated in lack of confidence during interview, reading your notes all the time, not knowing what to ask the candidate, asking about details that already are in the CV. Well, this doesn't look good at all. The candidate will turn desperate. If this is the person deciding my fate, then I am doomed. You would think the same too should you be in the candidate's shoes. What to do? Do joint interviews at first with a senior recruiter. Always read the candidate's CV before the interview, and underline items that interest you so that you have a clear idea of what to ask. Prepare an interview plan to make sure that you don't miss anything. Calling the candidate later because you have forgotten to ask something is also looking bad. 3. Being narrow-minded. Have you as a candidate felt during the interview that the person in front of you is not listening to what you are saying? Well, that's a narrow-minded recruiter who hasn't heard about active listening. Making the candidate feel that you already have an idea about what they are worth and that you really don't care anymore about what they are telling you is being narrow-minded. Recruiters, stop judging by initial impressions. Listen to the candidate and offer everyone equal chances. You might be surprised. The IT world in particular offers a lot of out of the ordinary candidates who you may judge by the way they look and who might be geniuses. Rejecting one of these can cause your company financial loss. Also, I will tell you about one situation where I was a candidate in front of narrow-minded recruiters. A few years ago I went to an interview for an HR position in a furniture factory. The two recruiters admitted they were not HR people, and when they started asking me HR questions they opened a book about HR and expected my replies to be by the book. How stupid. I replied from my real HR experience, a few years already back then, but at the end of the interview they told me I was rejected because they couldn't find my answers in what the book told them. At least they were honest, but stupid and unprofessional. 4. Not offering feedback or offering useless feedback. No calling a candidate back means that the recruitment process you conduct is not concluded. Offering feedback is the last mandatory stage. Feedback includes negative feedback also, not only a salary offer. Feedback can be offered via phone or email, but telling the candidate when they are going to receive it and by which means is mandatory. If the candidate also receives improvement ideas, they can turn into a great candidate later on. Of course, there are cases when the candidate has attitude issues. Then a standard email is okay, but also mandatory. 5. Not being able to offer relevant information about the position when asked. This makes you, dear recruiters, look very bad. This means that you have no idea about your job and then, what on earth are you doing on that position? When a job ad is posted, it is mandatory for the recruiter to know what they are looking for. If the position is too technical and you are at a job fair for example and technical candidates are expected, ask a technical colleague to come there with you. He will reply technical questions for you and you will not look bad. Also, if there are questions you simply can't know, offer contact information for the candidate to use and ask. Make sure emails received are always replied after talking to the managers that have the job opening. Never leave candidates' emails unanswered. You will endanger the company's image. The last 5 in my next video. See you there.